What is up, everybody? I am Steve SBU, and welcome to Week 5 of the MMC Draft League. My opponent this week is Arnezy, owner of the Georgia Grumpigs, and let's get right into the team analysis. So Arnezy's team is definitely super scary, with an incredibly threatening top 6. I am definitely expecting him to bring Meowscarada, Goldengo, Walking Wake, Torkoal, Mega Gallade, and Galarian Zapdos. However, I could definitely see him bringing potentially Unburdened setup Drifblim to possibly counter my own Unburdened Sweeper, or even I could see him bringing Lycanroc to threaten me with some strong rock moves, as generally my team does not do that amazing against rock types. However, the biggest threats are definitely a choice Meowscarada with either a Choice Scarf or Choice Band, Goldengo being able to run either a bulky set or a sweeping set with potentially Nasty Plot or Choice Scarf or even Choice Specs. Walking Wake is able to threaten me as it can set up with an agility, or it can even be a Choice Scarf or Choice Specs set, and in Torkoal's Sun, that will do massive amounts of damage. Torkoal being able to set up rocks also hinders a good portion of my team as well, as I'm sort of forced to switch in and out of battle quite often against some of his biggest sweepers. Mega Gallade, while I don't think is going to be that incredibly threatening, it can definitely mess me up with its coverage as well as being able to set up in my face. And Galarian Zapdos is able to do massive amounts of damage with its Choice Scarf or Choice Banded damage. But that is Arnezy's team for this week, so let's get into it with Cinderace. I'm bringing him 252 attack and 176 speed with 80 HP. That allows me to be able to speed creep Mega Gallade as well as Galarian Zapdos. Pyro Ball is going to do massive damage into large portions of his team. The only things that really enjoy switching in on it are Walking Wake and Torkoal, and unless Walking Wake is booster speed in the Sun or Choice Scarf, I'm always able to outspeed it in U-turn. Sucker Punch allows me to pick off potentially weakened threats like Goldengo or even Mega Gallade if it is weakened. And Will-O-Wisp allows me to be able to either get Slight Chip on some of his special attackers like Walking Wake. It also allows me to greatly hinder some of his best physical sweepers like Meowscarada, Mega Gallade, and Galarian Zapdos. But following up right after Cinderace, I needed a little bit of defense, so that is why I decided to go with Physically Defensive Scizor yet again. Sadly, Offensive Scizor is not the best this week. However, with 248 HP, 252 defense, Impish Nature, I am able to live just about any hit from any of his physical attackers. I'm even able to live a Fire Punch from Mega Gallade. And with Bullet Punch and U-turn, I'm able to pivot around and hit very strong with priority moves. And Knockoff allows me to hit Goldengo incredibly hard, thinking that he might be able to switch in on me. And Roost allows me to keep myself generally healthy, and a Rocky Helmet allows me to greatly punish just about any sort of physical hit from Meowscarada, Mega Gallade, or Galarian Zapdos. And speaking of sweepers, that is why I decided to bring Latios this week. I am bringing him with the very standard weakness policy set with 248 HP, 244 defense, and 16 speed, Timid Nature. The reason I'm bringing 16 speed EVs and a Timid Nature is because that allows me to speed creep just about everything on his team after an agility boost. And after an agility boost, as well as a weakness policy, Stored Power is doing massive amounts of damage and can OHKO just about anything on his team, aside from potentially Goldengo, as well as Meowscarada as it is a dark type. However, that is why I decided to have Aura Sphere this week to be able to break through Meowscarada incredibly easily. And Stored Power, if I'm at +2 speed, +2 attack, and +2 special attack, unless he's defensive Goldengo, I always two-shot him. And if I get another agility boost, I'm always able to hit KO any form of Goldengo. And Roost allows me to keep myself generally healthy against his very threatening team. And following up right after Latios, I needed another bulky Pokemon, so that is why I decided to bring my recent free agent point, Milotic. As you see by the name, Milotic sadly had to replace Cloyster. However, I feel like Milotic is going to do incredibly well for the rest of this season, as it's an incredibly strong defensive water type, with his Marvel Scale ability being able to greatly increase my defense stat. And with 248 HP, 88 defense, I eat just about any sort of physical hit with a Marvel Scale boost. And with 174 special defense, I am able to live just about any special hit. I'm even able to live 2 Draco Meteors from a Choice Specs Walking Wake, and I'm able to kill it in return with a Mirror Coat or recover off the damage. Flip Turn allows me to be able to pivot in and out of battle, and Scald lets me be able to potentially get really crippling burns on large portions of his team, especially the physical attacking variants. And right after Milotic, I decided to bring in our most recent MVP, Jolteon. Jolteon has been incredibly good for me this season so far, and I know for a fact he's going to do incredibly well this week as well, as Arnezy does not have any ground type, so therefore Thunderbolt and Volt Switch are going to hit things incredibly hard. Shadow Ball allows me to be able to hit Mega Gallade for super effective damage, as well as Golden Go. Alluring Voice lets me be able to hit Walking Wake, as well as Galarian Zapdos for super effective damage. However, Galarian Zapdos is more than likely going to die to a Thunderbolt or Volt Switch anyways. And with 200 speed EVs, I outspeed everything on his team with a Choice Scarf. And following up right at the end, I decided I needed a little bit of hazard chip, so that is why I decided to bring Diancie. Diancie is incredibly cool this week, being able to be ran with max defense, max HP, to be able to get those max power body presses off. However, I'm also running him with Earth Power to hit Torkoal and Golden Go super hard, but that isn't the best thing. The best thing is that I am running him with a Custat Berry, and with Custat Berry, I'm able to get priority on Endeavor, and hopefully I can get knocked down into a very low state of HP and Endeavor his switch in. And then Stealth Rock allows me to get generally good chip on the majority of his team if I decide to lead him or if I decide to get him in later in the game. But that is the squad for week 5 of the MMC Draft League. Thank you all so much for watching, I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub to not miss any more of my Draft League content, and I will see you guys in the battle. Welcome back to the battle, guys. Alright, so this is Arnezy's team here. So Golden Go, Walking Wake, Torkoal, those are all expected. Meowscarada was definitely expected. Mega Gallade, fairly expected. As well as Galarian Zapdos. I will say I was sort of expecting him to either bring Galarian Zapdos or Gallade, but this is fine. Milotic kind of shuts down both of these anyways, as well as Latios being able to potentially eat pretty much any of their hits. If they hit me with a Dark type move, then it procs my weakness policy, and they can't kill me in one hit. So generally I'm doing pretty okay. Diancie. Let me look at this. A Diancie lead is ideal. If he goes Goldengo, that's kind of a free switch in for Milotic, because then I can sort of just get my Flame Orb boost while I eat a Make It Rain, and then I can recover on the switch. Or he could lead Meowscarada, in which case that is not very fun. I could lead Scizor. Lead Scizor kind of shuts down a good portion of this team, except if he leads Walking Wake. I also don't really mind going for a Jolteon lead either. I outspeed pretty much everything on this team. Yeah, I'll go lead Jolteon. Gyapdos. I always outspeed Gyapdos, so I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. Okay. Also, sorry guys if I sound a little like slow today. I just woke up like an hour ago, so I'm still waking up. But don't worry, my plays are still gonna be on fire. I'm glad I went for the Jolteon lead, because if he went Meowscarada, that kind of forces him to either switch or stay in and sort of scout. And Meowscarada staying in on a Volt Switch puts it into really good range. Now this takes really good chip. Very good. And now I can just go into... Do I want to go into Milo? No, I think that just welcomes in Meowscarada for free. I think I'm gonna go Diancie. The worst case scenario here is he goes for whatever the heck. He goes for Solar Beam, but that doesn't do much. Okay, that's fine. Then I'm just gonna go for... Do I want to go for Earth Power here? Or do I want to try to maybe predict a little bit? He might just switch in Galarian Zapdos. He'll either switch in Galarian Zapdos, I feel like. He might switch in Gold. Expect me to potentially be like Diamond Storm. And then Gold will take good damage. I don't think he'll switch in Meowscarada here, because takes good damage from a rock type move, and that sort of just welcomes in Scizor for kind of free. Might just go Walking Wake. You know what? I will go for the Body Press, actually. Yep, that is fine. That does nothing. I'm gonna go for Earth Power. Because now that he saw my Body Press, he might just go for a Golden Go switch. Awesome! Okay. Oh, I'm below. Okay. This is gonna be heat. Please don't send in Golden Go. Anything besides Golden Go is perfect. If he goes... Yeah, if he goes anything... okay. Well, that's fine. I can always just eat my Custap and go for Earth Power now. He doesn't have any... Yep. Oh, and a crit! Oh, Diancie, you are so goated. Oh my god. Holy shit, man. I love this thing. Okay, now I sort of just bring in Jolteon for free. And get a free Volt Switch off on whatever wants to switch in, or best case scenario, Golden Go goes down. If Golden Go goes down, then that is super freaking good. Alright, that did a solid 25. I am going to calc this real quick. Meowscarada, Scizor, Bullet Punch, 37 to 44. I think I do just go Scizor. I think going Scizor and going for U-turn is the best option here. Yeah, I like that idea. Yep, because even if he... alright. Yep. Doing chip, and now Meowscarada goes down. Alright, amazing. And now I just go Jolteon again, and I go for my Volt Switch, or just about anything, really. What does more to Walking Wake, actually? Walking Wake... You know what, I'll go for Specs. Jolteon. Thunderbolt. Alluring Voice. Okay, that does 53 to 63. Okay, Proto Special Attack. Now I'm just gonna go for my Volt Switch, get really solid damage off. And now I'm going to go into Milo. Alright. And now I'm gonna go for Miracoat. Hell yeah, let's go Milo! Alright. And Golden Go, that is fine. I'm gonna just click Recover here. Ah, that has to be Specs. Okay. Well, that is fine. I just go for this, and then that goes down now. Right? Let me check this. Golden Go. And then Milotic. There. It wasn't much. I think it was about 170. And yes, I know this is an unideal way to do calcs. I don't care. This is how I do it. Thunderbolt. Yeah, that is 110% specs. Okay. That's tough because I feel like Speed Blitz is going to be Scarf. And Gallade is probably set up. You know what? Sure, I'm going to go for Latias. Two fighting types. I can see it. Gallade kind of gets shut down hard by Lottie. The only thing he can really run that does solid damage to me is like Knock. And Knock Off procs my weakness policy. Alright, I'm gonna just calc this real quick. Latias. There. And then Gallade, Mega, Sword Stance. Okay, Triple Axle. It does do solid damage into me, but it doesn't kill. It only kills if he's adamant. Actually, no, it doesn't even kill if he's adamant. I'm gonna go for an agility. Now I'm gonna roost. Probably should have just gone for another agility. Okay, I mean, this is fine. Last move is probably CC, so now I am just gonna set up to max. And now sword power is 140. Okay. Oh, Sacred Sword. Okay, that was a crit and a half. Okay. Roost that damage off. Okay. 45. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk a crit again. Alright, and now it's just Gyapdos. No weakness policy proc, which sucks, but whatever. There's no way this can outspeed. Stored power always kills. GG's. Alright, well, good game, Arnezy. I really think that you played really well. Specs Gold was a really good play into Milo. I really liked that. I was definitely expecting more so along the lines of like a Resist Berry or even like possibly a Choice Scarf, and you would trick that onto me. I was definitely expecting more of that, but honestly, like, this team was really solid. Gallade, I was expecting a little bit more. Well, not a little bit more. I was expecting it to be more so like a Sword Stance set, but I understand that Bulk Up can help with survivability a little bit, especially since you don't exactly need a +2 to do massive damage. Aqua Cutter, I'm not sure exactly what Aqua Cutter was for. I'll have to talk to you with it in the post. But Sacred Sword and Psycho Cut makes sense. The only thing to note with Mega Gallade, I guess, is since it loses the sharpness ability upon Mega Evolution, I would just probably go for Close Combat and like Zen Headbutt instead. But it makes sense why you would go with that as well, because if you decide that you don't want a Mega just yet, then you can get more damage off of those. That's just something that I would probably say. I don't know enough about Meowscarada. I don't really know enough about Gyapdos. I like the Solar Beam tech on Torkoal. It didn't really end up doing too much to Diancie because Diancie is bulky as hell. But generally that was pretty solid. I like the Toxic as well. And then Wake, the Agility Life Orb set, I really liked. If the sun didn't go out when it did, it could have messed me up really hard. But generally, I really appreciate the battle. It was very fun. Prepping for your team was really scary, and it was just really enjoyable, like fun for me. So yeah, thank you so much for the battle. I really appreciate it, man. But anyways, guys, that's it for week 5 of the MMC. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub to not miss any more of my Draft League content in the future. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.